definitely in regards to the space as a whole, where do you see it going? Because I think that we're going to enter, right? We're going to enter the space, and it's already quite competitive. There's already quite a few names starting to throw their names in the hat and try and get, active. And, where do you see it going over the next couple of years then?
Well, the prop firm specifically, honestly, it's interesting because I was kind of pondering that as well. To be honest, I'm not too sure because it's a relatively new type of product. So, the prop firm niche, again, because it's a new product, we're not 100% sure in what capacity, how, what's going to happen in the future, right? But I think that's what's so important about how we kind of wanted to go about SFT, where we want to have a partner, behind the scenes that has multiple years of experience, that has a full legal team, that has financial backing. We did our due diligence because if anything were to come up in the future in the prop firm niche, whether it was regulations, right? Some people are so scared to talk about it, but that's just the reality of the game. But us knowing that we have a very reliable partner, that has their legal team, they have a lot of experience in the prop firm niche.
Infrastructure.
Yeah, and you know who they are. So all the infrastructure, you know what I mean? The financial backing as well, so that we can continuously honor payouts no matter what the conditions are, right? And to give us kind of somewhat of a mentorship where they can kind of even teach us how all the back end stuff works and stuff like that. That's the best situation. And that's why we kind of wanted to make sure we had that back end partner, because if something were to happen in the future in terms of regulations with the prop firm niche, we know that we have a good team that's capable of navigating things in the proper way. Yeah. But I think as more prop firms I think that's inevitably going to happen just because people are starting prop firms with almost no capital backing, and that's what people don't understand. You need to have some sort of financial backing if you want to launch a firm the right way. If with all these firms coming out, more and more people are going to get scammed, especially if, these firms are coming out, they have no face to them that we talked about already. So I think ultimately it's going to come down to which firms are going to be able to kind of create that community and have the proper infrastructure on the back end. And I think those firms are going to be okay in the long term. But I do think that the space is here to stay, to be honest, just because, again, the product itself has, I honestly think that they're going to, I'm not going to say replace brokers, but I think they're going to take a lot of market share away from brokers.
100%. Yeah.
Because of the ability to, just the firm itself, though, the model. You're never going to have the ability to access capital compared to what we have now with the prop firm niche, right? So I think ultimately it's here to stay. I think regulations might come in a couple of years down the line. But again, I think firms that are kind of built up in a way where they can handle all that type of stuff, if it does come in the next few years, which I don't think people talk about a regulation or something happening to these firms tomorrow. It takes a while. People don't understand. But I think the firms that kind of build everything based off community, have a good backing behind them, and understand how the business model works, I think those firms are going to outlast and kind of, just provide the best opportunities to traders.
Have that longevity, yeah.
Exactly, longevity.
And just to add on to what Omar said, if you want to start a prop firm, you can go start one and have one up within the next month. Yeah. But if you want to start a proper prop firm if you want to start a proper prop firm with the proper infrastructure, if you want to have financial backing, you will actually pay out these traders, then it's going to take months and months to actually find everything and to create that team. And that's what we're doing here with Smart Funded Trader.
Definitely. And the interesting thing is actually you both changed your lives using prop firms.
Exactly.
So being able to then do the same for others must be an incredible feeling, no?
Yeah, 100%.
That's the goal.
Yeah. That's why our slogan is from prop firm traders to prop firm owners, because that's kind of how our brand kind of came about last year. So yeah, man, we're super excited for the launch and everything to come and all the different types of things we have coming forward for all the traders with SFT.